guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my weekly makeup basket, and sorry if the lighting is a little off. It is really dark outside. It's very gloomy and gray. Before we get started, I guess I will chat with you guys a little bit. Yesterday I dropped my husband off at the airport. He is moving to Scotland. He'll be there until we're not quite sure exactly when he's coming back, but around November, October. But his visa does go to the end of the year. It kind of all depends on how the project he's working on there goes. So he's there, and then I'm moving in July, so and I'll be back in March. So we're going to be living apart for almost an entire year, basically. So yeah, so I'm doing pretty well so far. I mean, it's been less than 24 hours, but I think I cried more before he actually left than I did afterwards. And I did cry after he left, but not that much. And if I hadn't cried enough yesterday, I decided to go straight from the airport to the Mall of America on a Saturday, which is not something, it's something I try to avoid. So yeah, so if you watched my haul that I posted on Saturday, I was kind of disappointed by the blush that I picked out during the VIP sale. So I was really proud of myself because I decided to return it because I was not satisfied. I played with it some more. I filmed that video earlier in the week, so I had a lot of days to play with it. And, you know, I had to build it up quite a bit to get it to show up at all, and even when it showed up, it wasn't anything exciting. So it was also pretty similar to my CoverGirl Cheekers blush in Ice Cappuccino, although I think that one shows up better. I don't remember ever thinking it didn't show up at all. So yeah, so I decided to return it. If I'm gonna have a blush that barely shows up, I'd rather it be, you know, a $4 blush than a $26 blush or whatever. So I took it back, and I wasn't intending on buying anything else, but there was this little thing on a shelf all by itself. It was the last one, and it was calling out my name. It literally has my first name on it, so I brought it home with me, and that is the Laura Mercier, I don't even know what it's called, the Artist Palette? Artist Palette. And so yeah, I saw this, I kind of looked at it. I saw it during the VIB Rouge event on last Sunday, and I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's the thing that everyone's talking about, that's pretty, but I didn't really consider buying it. But I don't know, I literally had dropped off my husband like 30 minutes or less before, so I was feeling like a little pick-me-up. Wouldn't be that bad. But this is gorgeous, guys. Like, look at this. Can you see that? The plastic is on it. Don't want to blind you, but look at these colors. Yeah, so I'm wearing this today, and I really like it. Today it goes really well with the Black Orchid color tattoo that I picked up. That was in my haul as well. It looks so pretty with that. It's like the perfect, it like matches this whole color palette really well. So today I used Sparkling Dew, Guava, Vanilla Nuts, African Violet, Violet Ink, and Espresso Bean, and Fresco. So I used a lot of them, and I'm really pleased so far. It's really, really pretty. I really like the packaging. It's really pretty, and I don't know, I don't regret it at all. So I finished off the last of my merchandise credit. I did have to pay a couple dollars for it, I don't remember, but yeah, so I used that merchandise credit for this and for the Audacious lipstick. Yeah. So yeah, with the discount, this was, I think, $46. Is that right? So yeah, it's really, really pretty, and I do think that since I picked this up, I am thinking about decluttering my Becca quad. I should have grabbed it, but it's a purpley quad. It has a lot of product in it. Like, I'll never get through that quad. It has like 8 grams, I think, which is as much as the Lorac Pro itself. So I'm thinking about, you know, since I have this kind of a purpley toned palette now, I might get rid of that. I'm going to see if my sister wants it or something like that. So anyway, thought I would fess up about that. And yeah, as you know, I'm really busy trying to, you know, get ready to move this summer, and not only move but also go abroad to visit my husband for a while. So I've got a lot going on, so if I don't post every single day, you know, I'm probably just busy working on that kind of stuff. But also, I've mentioned before, we got a roommate, so there'll be someone here when we're not here. And she just started, she left her full-time job to work freelance, so she'll be working from home a lot. So I haven't told her about this channel. I try to film when she's not home. She's not home right now, so hopefully I can get 2 videos filmed before she gets back. That might interfere with my filming schedule. I mean, I could just, you know, tell her and get over it, but I don't know. Even though my husband knows about the channel, I still feel weird filming when he's here because I just feel like, I don't know, I don't know. I just feel weird about it. I'll get over it someday, but at this point I still feel weird about it. But anyway, this is going to be my weekly makeup basket, so let's get into that. So for primers, I have a Cover FX primer in my project pan, and I guess I say spoiler alert all the time. I need to stop saying that. But I used that one up, so I decided to throw this one in my Project 10 pan as well. It is the Makeup Forever Step 1 base, hydrating base, and I got this as a deluxe sample with a Sephora order. I think the order, I ordered some Soap and Glory stuff. I think that's when I got this. I don't think I ever hauled that, but I'm sure I'll talk about it at some point. Yeah, so I have that, and then I also have the Professional that I'm working on. Right, for foundation, I have my Project Pan foundation, and then this one is in my Finish 4x4, but I'm thinking about switching this out because I just haven't been loving this powder foundation. I thought I liked it, but every time I use it, I'm just not really pleased. I think I'm just not a powder foundation person. I used to only use Bare Minerals, so I was used to a powder foundation, but now that I've gotten more into liquid foundations, I'm just not loving this. So I'm not sure if this will stay in that project. I might swap it out, so we'll see. I'll try it a couple more times though. Alright, so for bronzer, I'm going to use this palette again this week. Last week I used the blushes from this palette, but this week I want to focus on the Laguna bronzer, and it is a little shimmery, which is something I try to stay away from, but it really doesn't show up on your face as really shimmery, so I'm gonna go for that. And then for blush, I might still use I've been using these two actually. Today I put this one on top of my cream blush. I thought it kind of went well with the Laura Mercier palette, so I think I'll continue to use this for blush as well this week. And then of course I still have my Josie Maran Coconut Watercolor Cheek Gelée. I'm really motivated to use this up. And I'm going to film my Project Declutter finale next. And there are only a few things I didn't get a chance to use, and they're all samples, so it's not really part of the decluttering. I mean, I guess it kind of is, but I didn't use this Makeup Forever HD High Definition Blush yet. So I'm putting this in my weekly makeup basket. It's kind of a nice, kind of corally pink color, so I'm going to give that a shot, and then maybe I can set it with that Coral NARS blush. That might look really nice, but I really want to try this out. Because when I used up my favorite blush from my Balm palette, I found one that was kind of similar to that color in this from Makeup Forever. So I'm not gonna buy it anytime soon. I really want to make a big dent in all my cream blushes, but I am really curious about the formula of these. So when I was in Sephora yesterday, I also asked for a sample of the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. This was on my makeup wish list, and I was really curious about it. Someone commented, Lindsay I believe, told me that I needed to try it and she loved it, but I swatched it during the VIB Rouge event and it was like so glittery. I was super afraid, but she told me I needed to get a sample and try it out because she really loves it. So I did that, and I wore it today, and I don't, like, from a distance you can't tell there's glitter, but when I look up close I see the glitter. So I'm gonna see how I feel about it after using this for this week. And to set everything, I have my Be a Bombshell powder, and then I have my two highlighters from the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. I have Radiant Light and Incandescent Light, and I also want to use my Becca Opal highlighter a little bit more this week. I pulled this out last week. I've been only using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powders, and it was fun to just kind of mix it up and use this. And this is a cream product, so I don't want to let it just sit by and kind of go bad while I'm using up those powders. Alright, and then for the eyes, of course I'll be using my Lorac Pro. I'm feeling like much more hopeful about this palette, but we'll get into that when I get to my next update. But yeah, I've been wearing a look with pink, mauve, sable, and nude a lot, and then I also did a look with pewter and mauve, kind of, and I've kind of been dipping into light bronze and pewter, which are my favorite shades that I've been kind of saving, so I've been using those a little bit. I'm using this, but I am going to also try and use this. I used this today, and I think I'll use it just this one other day. I decided that when I make some, I don't want to give anything away, but I decided when I reach some goals in my Lorac Pro, I'm going to earn days off. So I earned one more day off, so I'm going to use the Laura Mercier palette for that. And I really want to, you know, kind of incorporate some other shades if I can with the Lorac Pro. I'm not feeling bored or limited by just using that palette yet. I really feel totally fine using it every single day. I really, really love it. I've even thought about if I would repurchase it or not, but I just feel like, so I don't want to use other shades because I feel limited by it, but I want to use other shades because I feel like I'm neglecting everything else in my collection. So I think I will start to kind of incorporate a few other things, but nothing too much because, you know, I do really want to make progress on that palette and that palette alone. So that's where I am with that. And then I have this concealer I forgot to pull out with my face product. Eyeliner, I have this eyeliner in West in my Finish 5 by Cinco de Mayo, which is like coming up really soon, and I have a lot to go, so I really want to focus on this week. I'm going to wear it on the upper lash line and the lower lash line if I can, and then since I don't like brown on the upper lash line, I'll just set it with a black powder, so that will help me get through this, but I really just need to do it and use it up so I can move on with my life. And I also pulled out, for when I'm using the Laura Mercier palette, this Clinique Quick Liner for Eyes Intense, and it's in the shade Intense Plum. I'll show you guys. That's it right there. And I'm wearing this today on the upper lash line, and I thought it would go really well with that palette, so I'm going to use that as well. For my brows, I am using the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Eyebrow Pencil, and I've really been liking this. Anyway, I have my nude liner for the waterline, and then I got some powder in this drawer, so it's looking messy. But the same 3 mascaras I've been using for the last month or two, so still working on these. They haven't dried up yet, so I'm really happy with these. And yeah, that's everything for this week. I hope you guys have a good week. It's going to be kind of a weird week for me, my first week without my husband here, but it hasn't really sunk in that he's going to be gone for so long. I mean, he's gone on like trips for a week or a weekend before, so it's not that weird yet, but I'm not sure when that will come. I'm sure it will get hard at certain moments and things, but right now I'm feeling like way better than I anticipated. I kind of just had in my head that as soon as I like walked away from him and got in my car, I would be ugly crying all over the place and I like wouldn't even be able to drive, but that wasn't the case. I'm feeling pretty good. But you know, it's still hard. We already talked on the phone. We talked on the phone while he was at the airport because he got there really early for his international flight, and then we FaceTimed this morning, so I got to see his apartment that he's staying in for this month. So that was really nice, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So if you've ever been kind of long distance with your loved one, please let me know. If you have any tips or anything or any words of advice, I would love to hear it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!